The word of the day is lifestyle. Are you living one? How you know that you're doing such, and what can you do to avoid it? I'll be back in a minute. Hey, what's good, YouTube? It's your man Ronin back with another one, and you see the title, Lifestyles. Now, this is a very common thing, unfortunately. Now, many moons ago, going to school, MC Breed, shout out to the late MC Breed, had a song mentioned, Ain't No Future in Your Front. Now, around that time, you had to had authentic things, even though we know knockoffs was prevalent out in the area. And you had your gear right, especially when you went to school. And on the bus, they would really tear your ass apart, especially if they found out your gear is fraudulent. See, some had the authentic J's, which, symbolized you had money in a sense, or your parents took care of you, and they sought the validation of other people. But let you bring your shoes in there and your jump man had a butt crack on there, or you're doing a split, or he's in the middle of twerking. That could be mighty brutal because they would lay into your ass like no tomorrow. You had women out there at the time, you figured they was wearing Dooney and Burke, but some chicks would slide in there, got a Dookie and Burke, or she had a a knockoff. What was it, like a baby fat jacket? Anyway, when you had chicks out there wearing fake old stuff, wearing too much makeup, it was a little too much. But it goes beyond the external type of situation. How many guys are actually lying to themselves in this day and age? Figuring because he went to school, he got this job, he knows these certain people, and figure he's entitled to certain things. See, that's where the lifestyles become very problematic. Now, granted, you expect a brother to go get his. That's what you're supposed to do. You worked hard to get yours. But when it comes to the education front, just because you learn something in school doesn't mean the learning stops. There's some people who are book smart, but have the personality of a dead roach. Or outside of the books, they use unnecessarily big words for simple conversations. They lack that social adaptability, conflict resolution, common sense in many cases. So you got guys who will say they're living in a certain building or a house, but you go in there, there ain't nothing but milk crate furniture, bougie roaches, laying on an air mattress with electric tape on it, quite a few flaky stains on questionable places. Got that big screen TV though. But he's not living the lifestyle that he says he is. Some of us will go as far as claiming that they're a father. But let's be honest. We see how your children and your family treat you. It's bad when you're talking about, yeah, I'm a great dad, but your kids don't even fuck with you. You can see the body language in his significant other, or family members, or peers. That's what happens when you live in a lifestyle. You're not being honest with yourself nor the situation at hand. To be honest and stand on your square takes a great deal of integrity, hard work. Being able to not just hold your nuts, but own your own shit. Not being divorced or seeking alimony from reality. A lifestyle is unbecoming of a man because if he cannot be honest with himself, he stands to lose a lot more than just mere finances or reputation. He stands a chance of losing himself. See, there's some guys who are very rich externally, but they're functionally homeless. There are some guys who have money out the ass, but they're unable to afford the love of their family. They don't know how to turn a house into a home. They don't have legit friends because they run them all away. See, they lack that ability to be relatable. Some people live vicariously through celebrities and whatnot. And as I said before, what they eat don't make me shit. I salute those who I got love for and know of, or even some that, are cool, doing their thing. But if you're talking about a lifestyle, you need to get to the source of that person. When them cameras are off, when that studio shut down, when all that glitz and glamour is set aside, who the hell are you really? What are you doing for yourself? Can you be yourself? Or are you still a prisoner of perspective? All you know is from what you do, not who you truly are. As you see a lot of times, I'm in the gym, I'm doing my thing. And because everybody else maybe appear a lot further than I am, I do understand I need to run my own race, earn my own results. Fitness is a lifestyle, but I refuse to live a lifestyle sacrificing my health, my credibility, to the point of trying to take a shortcut. Same thing applies to us as men. We live in an ultra hypocritical society where we have participation trophies basically being given away like free cheese. We got mainly a lot of guys who are allergic to adversity, which means they're softer than wet toilet paper. They can't hold secrets. They can't hold their word. Can't even hold their own nuts. They try to hold their intentions back, but then if you pay attention to them enough, you can smell it. Not every guy is worthless, but there are some who speak the loudest. When push comes to shove, they will fold. Living a lifestyle as a man is so unbecoming because, again, once your credibility score takes a major hit, no one can take you seriously. And you literally become a security risk. It doesn't matter how much money you acquire. It doesn't matter who you know. It gets to a certain part that people just can't roll with you. Besides the fact that you already suck as an individual. It's because you literally put the lives of others in question, in danger. Because you don't exhibit system, order, and structure for yourself. In school, River Oaks, Westwood River Oaks, back in 2005 to 7. I used to work with a guy. Well, we had a retail clothing store where we worked together. That's a whole other story. And he was at the bookstore, and I overheard him talking to this chick and trying to get her number or whatnot. And he said, hey, me and Ronin got our Lamborghinis in the shop. That's why I can't pick you up. Now, I'm real piss poor when it comes to hiding my expressions. But the fact that, he came over and tried to double down a lot. Said, hey, ain't that right? Your Lamborghinis in the shop. I had to bust him out. I said, did I get a chance to drive the motherfucker? Now, both the women laugh, and he tried to pull me to the side. Hey, man, you messing this up for me. The point of that story is, if you have to lie to kick it, Craig, go home. If you weren't paying attention, if they like you, they actually help you. Shout out to Doc Love for telling me that. If she likes you, and you make it cool to be you, be around you, and she's into you, notice that you have less difficulties in not just dealing with a woman, but in people in general, because of who you are, being a stand-up dude, which is extremely hard, especially in this age of self-serving, highly entitled pussies. But if you can't afford to be honest with yourself, is that a lifestyle that's worth living? What are you willing to give to get the approval of people who will subscribe to bullshit illustrated all day, every day? Is it worth your time? Is it worth your energy, your health, your mindset, your spirituality? At what cost are you willing to pay to be accepted by people who most of the time ain't worth the time? I want to say this in closing, excuse me. To avoid living a lifestyle, it goes back to establishing your SOS. How do you wake up in the morning? Why are you waking up with a purpose? What's getting you going? What routines do you have? What are you eating? How are you moving? What are your first initial thoughts? And how you're going to make a difference in the time you're given, which is a finite resource. Success requires momentum. Starts with making your bed. It would help in this day and age if some of you guys washed your ass on a regular basis, but we'll talk about that later. And when you step outside and seize the day, what mindset are you putting yourself into? Are you looking in the mirror and you recognize you're a proud work in progress? You have to be masculine unapologetically. Let them say it's toxic. It's toxic to those who cling and benefit from bitch assness. It all starts with you. You got to be brutally honest with yourself. See, we are not where we need to be yet. But that goes in changing your language too. Instead of shoulda, coulda, woulda, and I'm gonna, I will, I have, I shall. Reaffirm the reality that you're shaping for yourself. Embrace adversity. That way, when you get there, when you take that needed rest at the summit, you start taking a serious appreciation of what you built for yourself. More importantly, a better you. Lifestyles are something you can't afford. And those who want you to live a lifestyle, give your honest thoughts to yourself as to what you're possibly signing into, if you so choose. So let me know what you guys think. And as always, never allow your comfort zone to become your coffin. Stop capping. It's not worth it. Simplify.